Good evening, and welcome to episode 125. 125 of the FlameFlash.net podcast. Yes, I did just post the post-BlizzCon yesterday, the 16th of November, and this is the 17th of November. But I believe I'm beginning to fall into the routine of now posting on Sundays for some reason, or at least recording. So we'll keep it up for now. I've already adjusted my Raptr report emails, so they'll start coming to me on Saturday. And probably next week I'll shift it over so they come on Sunday, just so we make sure to encompass the right amount of time between. But let's get started, shall we? Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Now, one of the mornings that I usually get up to play Wii Fit U and, do my usual exercise, the youngest boy woke up and insisted that Daddy play with him. You can't resist the little blue eyes. So I played a few rounds with him instead of doing my Wii Fit, but he greatly appreciated it. He's getting better, too. He's 5, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what they do with the Wii U version of Smash Bros. Brawl at this point. It's a little bit dry, Melee is, or Brawl is. Melee is definitely dry. So, I look forward to it. Duels of the Planeswalkers, 2014. The PC version, I actually played that. Was hankering for some Magic and hadn't at that point had a chance to go out and play Magic that much. Did so, and believe I unlocked another card. I noticed that now my red deck, which I had at 30 out of 30 cards unlocked, is now 30 out of 40, and when I won, I didn't unlock a card. So something else is going on. Perhaps there's been an expansion to the game. I'm just not sure. I'm just not sure. Wii Fit U shows up. It's Wii Fit U. Greatly enjoying it. Spams MiiVerse a crap ton. That's my one complaint about it right now, is that it doesn't ask you after every game. It just assumes, oh, well, you played Dessert Course, and you played Trampoline Bounce, and you played this, that, and the other, and we are going to announce it on the MiiVerse and spam everybody. Yeah. Which reminds me, I still need to sync my pedometer. Haven't in a little while. Wii Sports Club shows up. I think this was me finally having a chance to record it on Raptr because it became available on Raptr to record. So I just shoved on the 2.5 hours that I had managed to clock until that point. I remember the most satisfying game was probably a 4-player game with me and the older 3 kids. The baby was upstairs, and we played bowling. We enjoyed bowling. The Wii Motion Plus is taking a little bit to get used to. Say, it's more sensitive, so letting go it's easier to put a right or left spin on it accidentally. The automatic release on the bowling, fabulous. The 5-year-old had no concept of, oh, I need to release the B button at just the right time? No, it's not working. So, having it auto-release, yes, he gets gutter balls. Yes, he knocks over just 3 pins sometimes. But he releases the ball, and he's at least getting the motion. And can you even tell what I'm doing? Well, you can if I'm on video. So, and then of course, World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft mostly shows up because I watch BlizzCon, and I credited the amount of time I dedicated to BlizzCon because I just wanted to see and know. And I basically dedicated a day's worth of content to BlizzCon. Wow. Makes sense, thanks to the virtual ticket, but still, wow. It was a fantastic weekend. The post BlizzCon talked about the news coming out of BlizzCon, but we made it an experience. Got Chinese the night before, so we enjoyed some leftovers, or kind of. It's hard to find a good Chinese restaurant. We had a great one in our previous town, but that's 45 minutes away. I'm sorry, but I'm not driving that far for it to then be cold. It's bad enough having to drive half an hour home. Because previously it had been, you know, in the same town that we lived in. But definitely not driving half an hour home and chilling the Chinese. Now, one thing that has come out in various interviews and post BlizzCon activities is that flight in World of Warcraft is likely going to be delayed in 6.1 until 6.1. There's been an uproar, and I don't understand why. I guess it's because if everybody manages to, make a mad dash to 100 and get there in 2 weeks or less, they want flight right off the bat. I don't mind it not hitting. It's going to take me longer than 2 weeks to get to 100, probably. Maybe not. But it's going to be more satisfying when I finally can fly to just go. There's plenty of other stuff that's going to be changing. I don't see the big deal. Oh, a rumor? WoW Insider broke this. It's not going to be in the show notes because it's a rumor. Black Friday sales. So, Recruit a Friend changed recently. So go get your time cards at GameStop on Black Friday, potentially for $5. Potentially, you can also buy the license for $5, and thereby get yourself a couple of mounts for 10, which is cheaper than they usually are. It also means that a 2-month time card, which is, usually 30, you can buy 6 of them. You can pay for a year of World of Warcraft for the price of 1. Go forth and purchase your cards. Hopefully they don't have some kind of silly limit, because I would love to get a year's worth of Warcraft. Well, not really a year's worth, when I'll be splitting those cards up probably among the family. Maybe. But also the idea of getting those pets. The pets. The glorious pets. And mounts. Because there are 2 mounts from Recruit a Friend that I do not have, and there are 4 pets because they added pets. Pets. The magical pigs, not super interested in, but the jewel craftery looking cats, definitely interested in, because I think if I was to get both of those, it would also give me the crazy cat lady achievement, which, let's face it, I love achievements. The son is tempted because if he spent $20, grab 2 of the mounts, and boom, he gets the white drake because he'll have 50 mounts finally on his account. So that's temptation. I transitioned straight away from Raptr report to news. Sorry about that. I guess it's a good segue. 6th expansion, already in the works. So Titan restarted. They shifted all those resources that were on Titan over to World of Warcraft. And now we have expansion number 5 and 6 in the works. 5, of course, is the one they announced because it's the furthest along, naturally. But 6 is already in the works, too. Or at least the skeleton of it, which is incredible. Incredible to think of. Staying within Blizzard, Hearthstone, one of the other Fallout pieces that didn't notice on BlizzCon is getting card sleeves. Yeah, customizable card backs. Neat. Various achievements will probably unlock them, and we'll see how it goes. Wii U. Well, that's a big bounce from PC to console. But Luigi Brothers skin is going to be available in Mario 3D World, which comes out November 22nd. What is Mario Brothers? Or Luigi Brothers? Well, it's Mario Brothers, the original Mario Brothers, with the turtles coming out of the pipes at the top, but reskinned with both characters being Luigi's. Different colors, of course, different palettes, but cool. What you have to do to get it? Have Luigi U. Have a save file of new Luigi U on your Wii U. Boom! Unlocks. Or at least that's what they've announced so far. The 10 Things in Mario 3D World YouTube video, which will be in the show notes, is definitely worth a watch. Contains a slight spoiler when it reveals the 5th character. Yes, there is a 5th character. Unlockable 5th character. But I like it. It gets me excited for the game, especially the variety of levels that it showcases. Like a top-down shooter, scroller style level. MiiVerse is coming to the 3DS, and eShop balances are merging. So if you want to, you can sign in to your Nintendo account on your 3DS. My cell phone is very excited about this idea. And have access to your full balance, and have access to the MiiVerse. Now, my one beef with this is, why is the MiiVerse different from SwapNote? What the crap, guys? Come on. You shut down SwapNote, yet you're giving 3DS users MiiVerse? I know MiiVerse doesn't have outside picture taking capabilities, but you're still screwing things up. I would much rather have SwapNote back. MiiVerse is great, don't get me wrong, but I'd much rather have SwapNote back. We'll have to see how it's implemented. I would like to see them just lay the MiiVerse update over top of the SwapNote, so you can send out, say, your stationaries still via via MiiVerse, and the Wii U then gets a MiiVerse update where you can use those stationaries you've unlocked in the 3DS. So it'll encourage people to have both systems and log in with both systems, which will, encourage more buying because it's a universal account. Now, if they can only make that universal account where any virtual console game that's available on both platforms is available on your Wii U, I'd be a very happy camper. Very indeed. Speaking of 3DS, excuse me. YouTube app is coming. They're coming. Brains. Oh, sorry. Finally installed Plants vs. Zombies 2 on my new phone. Just haven't had much of a chance to play it yet. A YouTube app is coming. Cool. Probably about time. It'll replace where my swap note used to be. PlayStation. Whoa, hop, hippity hop. PSN store is now on Amazon. Full disclosure, yes, at one time I was an Amazon affiliate. I hope to be again someday when these stupid tax laws change. But for now, PSN store is on Amazon. Convenience! I still don't understand why people would want downloadables over a disc when it's possible. But to each their own. So, we're done with consoles. We're done with video games. How about some other news? Like Google winning the book scanning, not scamming, scanning lawsuit. It's deemed fair use. Yeah, air quotes. Fair use is when I buy, where's a piece of media? There we go. I buy Super Mario Bros. 2 on the NES. Fair use states I can sell this cartridge even though I was not the original producer of said cartridge. But I own the physical product. So I can do whatever I want with it. I could smash it up. I could store it in a desk drawer and keep it safe. I could sell it. But it's mine to do with as I will, as long as I don't break copyright rules. Now, what would the copyright rules be? Oh, I don't know, like copying it and selling it myself? We enter a gray world when we talk about, say, video game ROMs, for instance. Because isn't it fair use to copy what you have purchased and own as a backup? Now, Nintendo just squashes ROM producers. You know, lawsuit here, a lawsuit there, here a lawsuit there a lawsuit everywhere, a lawsuit. Disney gives its fair use argument a bit of teeth, just to give it some comparison, because they have a disc replacement service. So if your disc is damaged, you can mail it back into them, proving that you own it, and they'll mail you a replacement. You do have to pay for it, of course, but it's a reduced cost compared to just going to the store and buying it new. And a couple of you out there are going, wait, what? Disney does that? But the Little Mermaid copy I have has teeth marks in it. So, just that little friendly heads up. Fair use. So in Google's case, they're scanning books. They're digitizing the content. And some of the content owners weren't very fond of that idea. Don't blame them at all. But Google's not doing it out of money making. They're doing it out of, well, eventually if they want to make money off of it. Excuse me. They're doing it out of trying to improve their search results. So that's nifty. We'll see how far it goes. Politics. Writers practicing self-censorship. This one isn't, and yet I am. I don't talk about work. That's self-censorship. But others are going so far as, say, not exercising their First Amendment rights because they're afraid the government's going to go and send a drone after them. I understand being afraid for your life. Or for those you love. Or for losing them. But I'm also familiar with standing up for what you believe in. And so we need more people to do so. We need more people to do so because that's the only way it's going to open anybody's eyes, the average public's eyes, to this problem. So you need to start standing a little taller. But here's an example of why. Boston police are claiming contacting the PR officer is illegal. Wait, what? The public relations officer contacting, the public, contacting the public relations officer is illegal? Something about harassing of a witness law? I'm not sure. But they're clearly trying to trump up the charges. Pump up the charges. That doesn't work. To just put the guy they're harassing in jail. There's your self-censorship. So how about life? Just out in the world. U.S. Airways decided to give itself some bad PR and kick a blind guy and his dog off their plane. Now, it's definitely a he said, she said situation. But why then did not a small group, like a, child's classroom size group of, 30 people, scream that they didn't like it, try to stop it, try to interfere, and eventually get kicked off the plane too? If that many people took umbrage with it, it's probably pretty likely that U.S. Airways is the one that screwed up. Just thinking about that. Last but not least, and it looks like after this I need to go to bed, we have the Darwin Award for hackers. So, this kid decides he's not getting enough attention and calls the police. Except he made it more interesting by claiming that he was, in life-threatening danger. So the SWAT team got involved at his own house. So, he's removed himself from the hacker pool, if you will. Still kind of shaking my head at that one. Well, I am Flameflash. Find me at Flameflash on Twitter. Podcast at flameflash.net. Write in. This is episode 125, and I'm going to let you go. Good night.